you do it? Oh, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can't. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the J72 Gaming Channel. My name is Jacob, but you can just call me Jay here. Today we're back with Scrap Mechanic, and I know in the last episode, which was just yesterday, I told you guys that I'm going to be posting this about once a week. But honestly, I sat down to figure out what I wanted to record today, and guys, I'm hooked on this game. I'm hooked on this challenge, and I just want to produce more. I know it's not doing super well as far as views go, but that's fine. This is kind of a passion project, and I just want to have fun. And for those of you who are watching, I hope you're enjoying the adventure. So today in Scrap Mechanic, the goal is to continue working on the base, of course. That's going to be the goal for every episode. But more specifically, this thing's going to get a big overhaul today. I'm thinking about making it kind of like a large, like, station wagon almost. Like a big area for seating and some storage in the front maybe. Big old bed in the back here. So almost like a covered truck, if you will. But yeah, I'm basically gonna have to take this out and chop some trees down and do all that jazz, and probably go get some more gas, which I can actually show you guys. I don't think I've showed you guys how to get gas in this game, so let's go ahead and hop in the water here super quick, and I'll show you guys kind of what that looks like. Now, the water, there's not really too much going on in the water in this game, but there are these oil nodes and there are these clams. So if I go ahead and smack these clams, bam, they drop glue clams, and this is how you make glue. And then if I go and right click on these guys, I get crude oil, and then I can turn crude oil into the gas. So very, very easy. There's also oil pools in the game that later I can go and make an attachment on our vehicle to go get a bunch of oil. But yeah, so for right now, I'm just gonna go around and gather, I don't know, like 20 or so of these crude oils in this water here, and then we will get back to the vehicle and start doing a few things. All right, so I'm back from that little bit of a swim. You can see I got just a little bit over a stack of crude oil here. That will allow us to kind of get some gas going. Or is it consumables? Yeah, here we go. Takes 5 to make 5, so pretty much 1 for 1 there. We'll get that going. Now, today I was also thinking about gardening a little bit here while I work on getting some of the wood. So I want to get to an area that has some good trees for us to knock down. So let's get the old mobile base up and running here for today, and I'm gonna go look for a place that has some good small trees like that birch looking tree over there, the smaller ones that give us the crude, not the crude, sorry, the scrap wood. So I go through the water there. Yeah, it'll be a little bit easier, and so I'm looking for a good forest for us to kind of settle down in. And what I want to do today, while I'm kind of chopping down wood for everything for our car here, is I'm gonna start gardening a little bit. I can show you guys kind of how gardening works in this game, and we'll get kind of a little plot going while I get some wood, and that'll give us some food. We don't need much, right? I'm just one-man army here. So just a little bit of carrots, I think, is probably what I'll plan on getting. Now, I also want to kind of head back towards the original spawn point because I didn't pick up the log, and the log is something you can get out of the ship, which allows you to basically set waypoints to the major things in the game, like the spaceship that you get it in, as well as the original mechanic shop and any other mechanic shop that you find. So kind of gives you a little bit of an anchor, if you will, in the world. Luckily, I know it's generally in this location. I can just kind of retrace my steps that I took in last episode along this road. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of head that way, look for a forest, and I'll meet back with you guys in just a second. Out of fuel already. Oh, you know what? I just realized I should probably... Let's unattach the saw for now. That's just draining my fuel. I don't need that while I'm out here cruising. That's pretty funny. No wonder I ran out that fast. All right, let's restock this and get back on the road here. Okay, guys, I think this is actually gonna be the spot. It looks like there's a few small trees here that I can kind of make use of. So let's kind of hang out here for a little bit. I'm gonna have to get this guy out of the way. Bam! Easy. Okay, let's get some of our what are these? The soil going. Let's make some space down here. move that, and let's grab... I'm only going to need 9. So while I lay these plots down, let me overlay this other information here for you guys. Now, this is the wiki for the game, and this goes and tells you kind of the value of each item. And you can see on this that the carrots are worth 1, as well as what the red beets and the tomatoes. I'm doing it off the top of my head. I'm gonna overlay this later. But basically, there's a whole chart here. I'll show that as well, of the different types of value that you can add up to that will spawn specific types of waves. And you can see that wave 1 starts at a value of 10. So if I only plant 9 carrots, I'm only going to be having a garden of 9 value, which means I don't have to worry about fighting any mobs. Now, fighting the mobs isn't super challenging if it's one of the first few waves, but I would rather just kind of have a casual time, right, and spend some more time worried about the wood. So if we can go ahead and get... Oh, I was about to say, hopefully we have 9 carrots. But it looks like we have exactly 9 carrots. How good is that? So boop, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop. There we go. And now I need to make a bucket. So let's see what a bucket takes. The bucket takes... Oh, just some of that. We're actually gonna make 2 of our... 2 buckets here. And then I've got water over there to get these all nice and wet. And then we will be able to spend some time chopping down trees to get a bunch of wood. And end up... Oh, look at that. Carrot. That's a sign. But yeah, let me go ahead and get some water going. Alright, let's get some water. I want to show you guys a pro tip real quick. I could just left click, right, to fill up both my buckets. But there's actually a really cool trick that if you go in the water and it's activated on your hotbar, it will automatically fill. So you can just kind of scroll real quick through all your buckets. So, if I had a bunch of them there, I could fill them all really quick. Very handy once you've got, like, a lot of buckets that you're working with. But I've only got 2, so a little bit of back and forth gardening will totally work for now. Okay, so while I run back and forth here for the gardening, I want to kind of remind you guys how the rules are going to work in this Nomad Challenge as far as gardening goes. Now, gardening in this game is kind of like the main thing, right? And you generally build your base around your garden so that you can defend it very well from all the bots that would spawn. Again, if I had over 10 value, I don't right now. But yeah, so in this challenge, I'm able to basically do whatever I want, but I have to pack it up and move out after 1 harvest. So, if I wanted to go in here and like use all my metal to kind of build a wall or a fence or whatever around this, I could if I wanted to. But since, again, I only have 9 value, I know I'm not going to be getting any ways to attack me on this specific harvest. But later, we'll definitely be putting down a bunch of soil, and we know that we're going to have an attack or whatever. So we'll build little fences and defend it out, and then once we harvest it up, we can go on our way. The plants usually take about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes real life time. I can also add fertilizer, which speeds up the time. I think it doubles it, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, we will let that do its thing. And I'm not going to show you guys too much of this, but just like last episode, I'm going to be using our new saw edition here to chop down all these trees. And then I will be refining the wood into... wood block 1, and then once as I drive over my crops there, once I have a decent stash of that I will bring you guys back in with the renovation, basically, of the the expansion of the base here. All right, I'm gonna get to work. See you guys in what will probably be about 30-40 minutes for me. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes of work. You can see the carrots are almost done. I've got the craft bot working on getting a bunch of wood block 1 for us, and I've got about 200 or so already in my inventory. So let's go ahead and prop this guy up. And actually, first things first, I think I'm going to need to take all of the storage and place it kind of on the side here real quick. Oh, I don't want to make an actual plot. That's funny. Let me actually, let's use some metal just to give us a little bit of a platform here. Pick that up at the end of crafting all this. And yeah, we'll go ahead and grab pretty much everything since this thing is going to change very soon. We'll just kind of get these out of my inventory for now. Okay, everything is off of the vehicle, so it is time for some major overhauls. I think first things first. Oh, I just realized I don't have a welder. I was gonna knock off this so I can weld it back on later. Let's actually see what a welder takes to make, because this is a really important item in the game. It takes 2 more metal block too, so we'll collect those. Yeah, I think that's probably worth me making, in all honesty, if I'm gonna start really designing something. I'm gonna need 10 more metal block 2, which means I need 5 more metal block 1. Okay, let's get this up and running, and I'll go grab some water real quick. All right, got the water, and I can go ahead and craft it. You can also see here at the bottom of the craft bot, I have 2 more slots. I actually went ahead up here and upgraded our craft bot to level 2. So now I can make 4 things at a time. It just kind of speeds things up when I was crafting wood. I figured it was a worthy investment of our components there. And I just realized I had made buckets while I was talking and not water. Oops. Let's go ahead and actually make the water instead of the buckets. It's okay to have a little bit of extra buckets though. That'll make our crafting time a little bit faster, or sorry, our gardening time. So we'll go ahead and stash these over here with the rest of the stuff. That's funny. I did not mean to do that at all. Just goes to show you, sometimes commentating and playing a game, you make dumb mistakes. It's just gonna happen. Alright though, now that we've got our metal block 1 and our water, we can go ahead and craft a little bit more of metal block 2, and that will allow me to get my welder, which is super handy. The welder allows me to... well, let me just show you. Alright, welder done and collected. Let's go ahead and slot it into its permanent location here. I usually like having it there and have my light be 5. So the welder is very cool. Let me show you what it does. I'll pick up my lights here. So I can basically break this right there and we'll have that fall. What the welder allows me to do is I can grab this and attach it to any face on another creation. So right now I'll probably just put it over here just for storage. That allow us to build up the vehicle a little bit easier, but then later I can just grab one end and slap it back to the front. And that's what I was saying last episode, where I'm thinking about not having this on permanently and having it kind of have like a location on the side of the truck or whatever, you know, attach it when needed, basically when I need to go out and basically chop down trees. Okay, guys, but it's going to be a bit of a process here for me. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this, but I've got over 250 blocks to work with, so I'm going to basically replace pretty much everything. So I think it's time for the first time-lapse here in the Scrap Mechanic series. So sit back, kick back, go grab that snack. You guys know what to do. Enjoy the time-lapse to some cool music, and I'm thinking maybe we find something jazzy today. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with when editing, but enjoy. Okay, guys, welcome back after that actually pretty short time lapse. I thought I'd be getting a lot more done, but you saw I took out pretty much everything there and went ahead and installed kind of higher up steering. What's interesting about this steering here is I actually changed it, so instead of steering the wheels with their own bearings, I'm actually steering it with just one bearing here underneath. I've kind of felt that that worked a little bit better in some of my survival worlds, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. It might not actually perform too much better, but yeah, we're just gonna go with that for now. My main thought about lifting this is to kind of prepare this for the future where I can add suspension onto this. So eventually this can all have suspension on all the wheels and it'll really raise it up and really give it kind of more oomph, if you will. I also underestimated how much wood I actually had. I did gain a bunch of scrap here, so I can actually go ahead and start making a little bit more, kind of finish up. But yeah, I just wanted to pause that time lapse and bring you guys in. That was generally kind of the idea of the car here. The car is also now an odd number, so I can actually kind of put this over here on the left side because I'm an American and that's just the way I've always had my cars. I know some of you folks are in Europe or Australia and have it over on the right side there, but yeah, that's just the way I do things. So yeah, I'm actually gonna probably not continue another time lapse. I'm just gonna keep working on this and adding a little bit more wood once we get a little bit more scrap up and running here, and then I'll bring you guys in with the finished product. Okay, guys, this is this is what I've come up with. Kind of a little bit of a box around it, which does look awkward, but I think as a few more episodes go on, you'll see where the evolution of this will be going, because eventually this spot will be inside of a giant RV, right? So yeah, the machines look a little bit awkward as they go through their different stages, but wanted to show you how it handles now with the new steering, so it can basically turn a lot sharper. And once I have suspension on, it'll allow me to really kind of whip this thing around. And it was driving pretty well before, but now it's doing even better, I think. You can tell here I've got a lot more space up front for some storage, so I can store some kind of like on-hand items like gas and you know, some other lighter objects there. And I do still have a little bit of a bed. I think it's about the same size as it was, but it might have a little bit more on the side. But what's cool about the wall here and the box is now I can kind of store the saw up on the side, and once I get the drill, I can store the drill over on this side. So I think I can also, where's my stuff? I can also just kind of like put things on the side. Like if I can take this, I could just kind of store it there if I wanted to, because like it looks weird, but you know, it technically works. So we actually have a lot more storage going on now than we did before. Also, during all that, the carrots are done, and I do like the way the food works in this game. It's not realistic. Like, right, carrots grow underground, right? And you usually just see the leaf up top. But they do some really funny things with like the bananas and the oranges and stuff. So it's very, very creative. I really like how they've done the food in this game. But go ahead and collect that, and we've got ourselves 9 more. We had 1 carrot on us, so that will keep us going for quite a while, which is awesome. So we'll go ahead and top off here, and I do need to make another milk run, but I do actually have some of these, so not a problem there. Nice and topped off. So let's actually go ahead and pack this stuff up, and I'm gonna go and pack everything that we have on the floor over there onto the vehicle somehow in some way, and then we're gonna get going off towards the mechanic shop because I want to pick up that I'm gonna pick up that scrap engine that we made episode 1 and just kind of left there. I think that will be good to run the saw and the drill and stuff. And I don't I don't think it breaks the rules because I didn't leave it there to come back and pick it up later. I left it there because I didn't need it anymore, but now we know it's there, so I'm gonna go pick it up, and we want to go, like I said, get that log. So yeah, let me go pack up, and I'll show you guys what this thing looks like when it's all ready to go. All right, everybody, check it out. Got everything packed up. Got our seeds on the side. The front here, we've got, you know, kind of like I said, the hands-on stuff. So I got my buckets, I got my gas and the extra oil. I've got the paint. I've got the toilet paper roll that I've hung onto, and the good old dashboard cactus. I also managed to throw these guys up here, which we can do something with in just a second. Hung up the whatever these are called, the clothes unlock stuff right there, and in the back here we've got kind of our gardening supplies and excess storage, right? So the chemical, the battery, the fertilizers, the potatoes, all the soil, and of course our drill. Now, I kind of hinted at doing something with these last episode, and now that we actually have a spot for them, I can kind of show you what their deal is. So what's cool about these guys is you can change from dance to retro sounds. So if I click on retro, you can hear a bunch of different sounds. I can change their volume too, make it much louder. And dance sounds like this. So what's cool is I can set, you know, kind of like a chord. Let's maybe go for a C, low C, and maybe F sharp. And then if I take my connector tool and take the switch here, first attach it to the seat so I have access to it, and attach it to both of these guys, I now have access to I have a horn. Look at that. There is actually a normal horn. Oh, that's a switch, so it stays on. Oh boy, let's turn that off. Okay, that should be a button, but I'll change that later. There is actually a normal horn in here. Let's see, this one right here. And when you honk it, it sounds like you would expect, like, you know, it's like a normal horn that would make that sound. But this is a little bit more interesting of a way to do it, and I think they look kind of cool because, you know, like you saw there, they open up, and I think they should have a mechanic in the game where that actually scares the bots away, but it doesn't, just kind of makes sound. All right, but this machine is ready to go. This little spot treated us well, got us some wood and got us some carrots. But now we are off to go back to the mechanic station to pick up the scrap engine so we can run our drill and our saw with that, and then we will go off back to the ship to grab our log and likely call it an episode there. Although I might want to add suspensions on this too. We'll see what I feel like when I get there. Oh boy, look at this. I might not have the engine strength to get this thing up. Can you do it? Oh, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can't. Okay. You know what that's going to call for is a little bit of maintenance on the engine here. Let's see. What are we working with right now? So let's up the limit by 1 and see if that can get us up the hill. I didn't have it like the... Yeah, you can see I do wheelies. I didn't have it that high before. Oh, maybe it'll be just enough power. Can I just wheelie myself up this hill? No? Okay. Ooh, alright. Not the best designed vehicle currently. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay, so I think the fix here is I'm going to move the tires back. They seem to be a little bit kind of in the center. So let's go ahead and throw this guy back on the old maintenance thing here. And now I can use the wedge tool, or sorry, the welder tool pretty efficiently. So if I go here, that'll drop those down. And let's see, I want them kind of, let's take a look at the, probably like right on that line pretty much. So right about here. And we'll go ahead and center that because I made my machine an odd number now. And now we should be able to grab the middle, which I think is that, and put that there. Okay. So now that that is back a little bit, we shouldn't wheelie as much, hopefully. Let's drop that down. Let's hop in here. Let's see what happens. Oh, I gotta reset up everything. Of course, of course. Okay, if this doesn't work, I have another idea, which is to spend a little bit of components on upgrading our engine, which will allow us to make it be able to attach to a few more things. But it looks like that did it. Okay, there we go. Engineering at its finest. Oh, this last hill's a little bit steeper. Come on, machine, you got it. Yeah, baby, you got it. There we go. Hey, leave me alone. I got no time for you. Get out of here. All right, cool. Well, we're on our way. Oh, you know what we need? Hold on. I know what we need. We need one of these. Yeah, come with me. This is the perfect addition to the car. Let's slap this right about. It's not balanced. We'll go right there. Yeah. Now the car's looking nice and fresh. Hey, check this out. Roadside chest. Gonna drift into it. Bam! Oh, wow. Okay, jeez. Guess I can't break this with my car. Good to know. Hey, component kits and more paint and more component kits. Not bad. Let's go ahead and add this paint here to our other paint. Very handy to have. Eventually, once I have, like, you know, a bigger, more complete looking vehicle, I will definitely go ahead and paint it. And let me know what color you guys think I should paint it. I was thinking green. It's kind of the channel's color with the, you know, Jade, the sauropod mascot. Basically, he's green. So, yeah. Might go green, but I've seen, I think Scrapman, the guy who made this Nomad challenge, I've been watching his episodes, I think he went red, so I do want to kind of stay away from that, just to be a little bit different. But, yeah, any color could be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys want to see. Alright, you can see up in the distance there, coming back to our, I almost said first home, but we are home, our cars are home. But this is the place where we spent our first night and where our car was birthed, the birthplace of our home. So I guess it's our hometown. I guess, I don't know. But hopefully that scrap engine is still there, and I think it is. I see it just chilling there. Nice. Let's go ahead and hop out. Are these guys gonna fight me? Oh, gonna fight me? Yeah, you guys stay over there. I don't mean any harm. Let's grab this guy, and this guy is going to be the best friend to this drill here. Where's a good spot to kind of store this guy? You know what? I might have to store it up here, just adjacent to all my other stuff. Pop you there. All right, sick. Okay, onward back to the very start of the game to pick up that log, and I can kind of show you guys why I need that. All right, rolling back up on the start of the game here. This will really show off why I need suspension very, very soon, because this little off-road course right here, this little path, is gonna be pretty bumpy, pretty rough for our our little mobile base to get through here. But honestly, it's doing all right. It's getting through. I really do think that that enhanced steering in the front with only one bearing is really handy here. Out of fuel. Okay, that's not a problem because we made it. So in here, if you guys remember from the first episode, is the awesome icon, but more importantly, where is it? Right here. This is the log. There we go. Picked up the log book. So now I can hit L on my keyboard, and this will show us our crash ship, or the mechanic station, and any beacons that we make will start being listed here. So this will allow me to basically make a beacon and, like, for example, put one on the car. So I can, anytime I walk away from the car, I know exactly where it is, and I can turn those beacons on and off, and they will display like this. Like if I set my waypoint here to the mechanic station, you can see off in the distance there that it shows me where the mechanic station is. So now I can always find my way back to the mechanic station whenever I need to, as well as, as well as the crash ship if I needed to. It was showing me right there that the crash ship is there. And so yeah, super handy. Definitely really just needed it for the beacons, and I guess a way to kind of centralize myself back at the OG mechanic shop. But yeah, that's pretty much why I needed it, and why I'm very glad to be back here to grab that. All right, though, everybody, that is going to be episode number 3 for Scrap Mechanic Nomad Life Challenge. I'm still having a blast with this. I hope you guys are. The mobile base here is looking a little bit better. It's got some ridiculousness on the front. It's looking fresh from the back. And it's ready for some suspensions and bigger tires, I think, coming next episode. Which, once I have those, I will be able to make this thing, honestly, about twice as big. Which will allow us to kind of get some chests going and automate the craft bot. And then maybe start adding pistons and doors and cool stuff here and there all around the machine to really start utilizing what this game has to offer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like always, remember to like and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. You can check the description for a link to my Discord if you guys want to hang out and chat Scrap Mechanic or anything else that goes down on this channel. But yeah, with that, and with that, I don't know how to do an outro apparently. With that, I'm going to call it, and hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, night, fourth meal, whatever it may be. Later, guys. Peace out.